Welcome back to the Morning Wrap. While most people do love Halloween, many animals are downright terrified by this holiday. In addition to being scary, Halloween can be dangerous to your pets. Dr. Ruth, the pet vet, and Jet, who we love here on the Morning Wrap, are joining us now to discuss some of the common Halloween hazards and ways to keep your pets busy and safe this Halloween. And I have to say, I always think of 4th of July and fireworks, but I've never really thought of Halloween being something that would trigger animals and would make them scared. So what is it about the holiday?
Well, Halloween can be a really scary time. There's lots of creepy sounds. There's little ghouls and goblins ringing your doorbell.
Oh, yes,
and
of course, the doorbell ringing.
Yes, and the problem is the doors are opening and closing, and that just really sets a lot of pets off. Sadly, every year, many pets are lost during Halloween. So that's why I wanted to share some tips. The first thing is really to keep pets inside, because even the calmest pet like Jet can get unnerved by all these creepy sounds and all the people ringing the doorbell. So the best thing you can do is really leave them inside, put them in a room away from the door. I recommend giving them a treat. Nylabone makes a great gift box set that you can get for your dogs. They have 3 different sizes.
Keep them busy during the day.
Keep them busy. And these little gift boxes come with 3 different long-lasting chews and also a treat, because the goal is, like you said, keep them busy, keep them distracted in a back room away from that door so they don't get out. Is
it also good, if you're going to be opening your door for trick-or-treaters a lot, to just maybe put them in a back room of your house and close the door so you don't have to worry about them running out?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. A lot of dogs, not only are they sometimes terrified, but sometimes dogs will get protective. So again, having them in that back room, and not just dogs, but putting cats away too so that they don't get out when they shouldn't, is really key.
And it also helps the trick-or-treaters if any kids are afraid of dogs. You don't want the dog to jump on them. And then I'm looking at the chocolate because just the other day, my dog, Indiana, ate a bunch of chocolate chip cookies. Thankfully, he was okay, but I know chocolate can pose a real big danger to animals.
And most people do know that chocolate is bad for pets. The problem is, during Halloween, this stuff is everywhere. And it's not just chocolate, but it's any candy or gum that's made with the sugar substitute xylitol that can be deadly to pets. So really, you want to make sure that you're not leaving baskets of candy on the ground and accessible to curious paws. You want to make sure that all candy is put away and that you're not leaving it down, because sometimes they get into it even before Halloween because people are getting ready, they have the baskets down, and the pet helps themselves.
And if you do find your dog in a bunch of chocolate wrappers, what should you do?
Call your veterinarian right away. So don't wait for signs or symptoms to occur. The best thing is to call your veterinarian, because it's dose dependent and it depends on what they ate. So you may get lucky and they may tell you that your dog's just going to have an upset tummy, but if they consumed a large quantity, they may need to come in because it can be deadly.
Okay. And then what about over here?
And next, I wanted to talk about candles. So a lot of people have candles around during Halloween, and the candles can be really dangerous because pets are curious by nature, and they can come check out a candle and they can burn themselves, or worse yet, they can knock it over and start a fire. So instead of using real candles with flames, I recommend using the battery-operated candles that are going to be flameless. Those are going to be much safer if you have pets or children, just in general, much safer candle to use.
And I'm assuming some dogs might even have some allergies to certain scents and things like that.
Yeah, they may not like the scents. And then the other thing I have here is decorations. So decorations, a lot of people have decorations all over their house, not just outside. And the problem with that is that, again, pets are inquisitive. They can get stuck in this webbing, and they can choke, they can get tangled in it. Lights, the same thing. Puppies especially will chew on lights and they can get electrocuted. So you need to be really careful. If you have decorations, just be mindful. Don't leave your pet alone with any decorations.
And then what about this over here?
Lastly, I just wanted to mention costumes.
Yeah,
as you can see, Jet's in his little pirate costume.
Not a very scary pirate. He was falling asleep earlier.
I love to decorate, you know, my pets up and dress them up for Halloween, but I do recommend that people always use a pet-safe costume, a costume made for pets. They're going to be easier to get in and out of, and then never leave your pet alone with a costume, because a pet may decide to take it off and they can get just tangled in the costume. Some pets will decide they don't want to wear it again, so they decide to chew it up and eat it, and that can cause an intestinal obstruction. So just don't leave your pet alone in a costume.
And as a vet, do you see an uptick in people bringing in animals after Halloween?
Yes, because animals will not only give get into chocolate, but sometimes they eat the decorations. So spiders, little decorations, even little pumpkins. If puppies, especially puppies, they're notorious for eating things, and if they get a hold of something, they can swallow something, and it can cause an intestinal obstruction that needs to be surgically removed.
Perfect. And we are going to put some reminders back on our screen to keep your pets safe. Remember, keep them inside, keep them away from candy, candles, and decorations, and don't leave pets in costumes alone. And be sure all pets have ID tags and microchips, so if they get out or they're trying to trick or treat, they can find their way back to your house. And thank you so much to both of you for being here. Jet, thank you for always being the best guest we ever have. And that does this for us. Thanks for watching the Morning Wrap. Stick around for KCAL News at noon with Amy Johnson.